Hello YouTube, my name is Kanga, and today we're going to talk about some of the Stardew Valley crafting recipes that are a complete waste of your time. There are 17 item categories and over 125 craftable items, not including food recipes. Crafting every single one will give you a Steam achievement and is required to beat the game, but be honest with me, how many of those recipes have you only crafted for the achievement or to 100% your farm? Obviously, out of 125 items, not everything can be top tier, and the fact the game is continuously updated means that some of these items may one day become more useful. But for now, there are a lot of recipes I personally never use, and some are just too expensive or only good early game. While this video will help newer Stardew players get an idea of what items they may not want to waste their resources on, it will contain Stardew spoilers. You have been warned. I asked 7 other people who play Stardew regularly to chime in on this too. So let's start with our honorable mentions, and then we'll see where our opinions cross over. There were 9 items mentioned one time when I asked people for their top 3 most useless craftable Stardew items. Crab pot, note block, and sprinkler are all items that have uses, but are so expensive that a lot of the time they're just a waste of resources. Crab pots are an all-in item. You have to commit both your fishing profession choices to them in order to make the price worthwhile, and realistically, the few times you remember to check them, they will probably have trash in them. Note blocks used to be necessary for a single task, but now that there are other ways to obtain the golden walnuts on Ginger Island, you technically don't need them at all. If you want a little song, just get a jukebox. Sprinkler is so expensive considering it only waters 4 blocks. You might as well just water your plants by hand because you'll get the next level of sprinkler so fast. Then, recycling machine, tree fertilizer, and water retaining fertilizer are all items that are good early game, but become obsolete very quickly. The person who mentioned water retaining fertilizer did say the highest level might be worthwhile because it has the 100% guarantee of retaining. But by the time you have that recipe, you definitely already have the resources to just make enough sprinklers. Last but not least on our honorable mentions list is the sonar bobber, the garden pot, and the winter seeds. Sonar bobber may be useful in multiplayer where reeling in a catch does not pause time, but you will have already used the energy to cast, you might as well catch the fish, even if it's not the one you're looking for. Garden pot is nice if you're big on decorating, but otherwise it's not super useful and it's kinda ugly. Winter is when you're meant to do everything other than farm, so considering winter seeds don't give you anything other than what you can already forage that season, the recipe's pretty much only useful for making tea saplings. Actually planting and growing the winter seeds isn't something most people do. This is your mid-video reminder that if you like Stardew content like this, you should like and subscribe and follow me over on Twitch. Then we have the items that multiple people agreed are a waste of your time and mine. The first item I thought of is the charcoal kiln. There's so many recipes and upgrades that call for copious amounts of wood. Wasting 10 pieces for 1 coal when you can just reset the ice levels of the mines and kill dust sprites is such a waste. I don't know anyone who actually uses this, and 2 other people I asked agreed it's in their top 3 for most useless craftable items. Just get a snack and a sword and go to the mines. Next item I thought of was the slime egg press, and multiple people mentioned the slime incubator. In general, the lack of use for slime makes most of the slime related items a pretty big waste of time. The slime hatch cannot be obtained until you have iridium, and by that point you will have done enough mining that you won't really have much need for actual slime. I specifically think the slime press is pointless because the slimes in the mines can drop eggs, and they do it often enough that if you get 100 slime that you need to press into an egg, it's going to take longer than just getting an egg dropped from a slime. Overall, unless you really cannot stand going to the mines and you want to get slime on your own farm, the slime egg incubator and the slime egg press are 2 of the most pointless items in the game. Raising literally any other animal in game is a better use of farm space, gives better drops, and won't kill you. There are 3 other items that were mentioned by 2 or more people I asked. The campfire, because it takes up so much space when torches put out a similar amount of light and can be placed on top of walls and sprinklers to maximize space. Campfire is pretty much entirely cosmetic and yet not aesthetic. Cherry bombs, because as nice as it is when you get a free one as a mob drop, it's really not worthwhile to craft it. It uses the same amount of coal in the recipe as a bomb and has a smaller radius of effect. If you're going to be mining enough to need bombs, you might as well wait until you unlock the recipe for better bombs at mining level 6 and 8. And of course, the magnet. Why you would want to attract treasure when fishing, even though half the treasure you get is also found in a garbage can? None of us know. Ultimately, I stand by the fact that most of the slime-related items, like the egg press and incubator, are virtually pointless besides for completing the game by crafting everything. But if you actually think there's a good use for either of those items, or you think there's something more useless than them, let me know in the comments.